of Ellsworth Green and Gold, I would like to mention how happy we are to hear that our prior recommendations were effective in steering Gizmo Toys through its challenges regarding RoboDog and stone manufacturing. And to thank you for giving us the opportunity to advise Gizmo again on its latest strategic move. Before we begin, allow me to introduce our team: Mike O'Connell, Hannah Hellman, and Taylor Forshey. I'm Dawn Footer, your project leader.
Over the past 10 to 15 years, many companies have moved their manufacturing to China to take advantage of low labor costs. However, with China's increasing labor rates and high distribution costs, and its distance from current markets, China has become a strategic liability to Gizmo's growth. In response to these issues, Gizmo is considering nearshoring its manufacturing to either the United States or Slovenia.
Based on the initial figures given to us by Jessica Ramirez, Slovenia provides an overall greater cost reduction than the United States during the 5-year period. Moving production to the United States from China will result in cost reduction of approximately $18,000 over the 5-year period, with total costs falling below the level in China starting in year 4.
During the same 5-year period, Slovenia offers a cost savings of approximately $1.3 million, with total costs falling below the China level immediately. The realized cost savings of choosing Slovenia over the United States during the 5-year period will be approximately $1.2 million, making it the better option. It should be noted, however, that if distribution and machine costs remain the same and labor costs continue to rise at current rates for both Slovenia and the U.S., relocation to the U.S. would provide greater cost savings at a distant future point. Therefore, distribution and machining costs should be monitored to determine if a significant reduction has occurred with regards to U.S. manufacturing costs.
While the cost benefits of Slovenia are substantial, there are several other benefits. Slovenia is located in the European Union, which has many political and cultural similarities to the United States.
As a member of the EU, Slovenia has a large, relatively stable currency, which will lower transaction costs.
Tariffs and contract resolution are standardized throughout the EU and are favorable to Western business.
There are local trade organizations throughout the EU, making it a safe environment for business and making it a place to build business relationships. As part of the EU, Slovenia's manufacturers must adhere to EU safety standards, which will reduce the risk of potential liability issues due to defective toys.
We understand you have been approached by a Slovenian official for a personal donation. Regretfully, this is a common occurrence when engaging in foreign direct investment. We strongly advise against acquiescing to this request. Providing the $50,000 donation would be in violation of the U.S. Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, putting Gizmo at risk for both civil and criminal penalties.
Additionally, based on Gizmo's 2014 balance sheet, the company would be unable to make the donation without relying on its line of credit.
Given these facts, we recommend nearshoring in Slovenia on a contract manufacturing basis rather than FDI. As an agreement between two business partners, contract manufacturing significantly limits the possibility of third-party graft.
Engaging in contract manufacturing at this time will also permit Gizmo to allocate more of its cash and available lines of credit to net working capital, allowing Gizmo to meet its growth forecasts. It also gives Gizmo the opportunity to explore and build relationships within Slovenia. These relationships will help establish Gizmo's reputation and may later lead to more suitable FDI situation via one of Slovenia's inward investment cost-sharing initiatives.
And finally, contract manufacturing limits Gizmo's current period obligations in Slovenia, making a future transition of manufacturing to the U.S. or other locale possible should the cost savings warrant it.
In summary, Slovenia provides a better nearshoring opportunity than the United States, based not only on its cost savings, but also on the benefits of its membership in the EU. We also recommend entrance into Slovenia on a contract manufacturing basis. It will allow Gizmo to sidestep local corruption and focus its resources solely on operational growth, while maintaining flexibility with regard to future foreign direct investment and relocation decisions.
Again, thank you for giving Ellsworth Green and Gold the opportunity to assist Gizmo Toys, and we hope to be of service to you again in any future challenges you may face.